Hello, everyone. So, why is it that during a panic or anxiety attack that we get the really unpleasant symptom of shortness of breath, lump in the throat, tightening in the throat, really disconcerting to experience? So, if you're experiencing this now, I totally get it. I have experienced that many times myself in the past. But again, like with many of these unpleasant, sometimes scary symptoms, particularly physical symptoms of anxiety or panic, it's completely normal in the circumstances. So the reason why you're experiencing again the shortness of breath or that this sensation of a lump in the throat is because your body's stress response is activated. So again, through the my boring answer around the sensitized nervous system that you've got through years of absorption of stress, weeks, months, or years, the nervous system's sensitized, so the flight or fight response is very active. It's overactive, if you like. So we want the flight or fight to kick in, flight, fight, or freeze to kick in if we're facing a physical threat. The problem is we're experiencing the same sensation when we're sitting on the couch or in the bed, because and what the body's trying to do is trying to get in as much oxygen as possible in order to give you as much energy, enough oxygen in the muscles, as well as the release of adrenaline, stress hormone adrenaline, cortisol, and the hormone adrenaline to give you enough energy to ward off the danger or run from the danger. And so, in order to get more oxygen in, the breath has to increase, the breath speed has to increase. We've got to get as much oxygen in the body, more than normal, in order to ward off the physical threat. So that's why it feels like the breath can be a bit shallow. We're trying to get more in, and it can feel like there's more tension. In addition, the stress hormones in the system are causing muscle tension so that the muscles are active in order to again ward off the physical threat. So completely normal in the circumstances and harmless. The lump in the throat is actually a sensation caused by the throat opening more than normal in order to get more oxygen into the system. But what happens is when we swallow, when we've got that extra opening, because the body again senses the threat or senses a threat, or thinks it senses a threat, keeps the throat open, and it feels very odd then when you go to swallow. So it feels like there's a lump there, but the body's doing what it thinks it needs to do again to ward off the physical threat. It feels really odd and it feels scary because when this happens, when we're facing a physical threat, we're doing exercise, whatever it might be, it feels contextual to the situation. It gets scary when it happens when we're lying in bed or we're sitting on the couch or at our desk at work, we're sewing, we're doing something fairly sedate because it feels really out of proportion to the context of what we're doing. We're like, what the hell is going on? Why does my throat feel like it's tightening? Why does my chest feel like it's tightening as well? It feels really disconcerting because on one sense we know that there is no physical threat, and that's why it's really hard to deal with. So it's not serious in that sense. I do say, as always, of course, if this is something you've experienced for the first time, this is new, make sure you do get just a general physical checkup with a GP, see a doctor, just to give yourself peace of mind that you've had everything checked out, you know what it is, and that can allow you then, and you know everything's fine, so that can allow you to practice with these symptoms. So the symptoms will want you to tense up, but then we can learn to really slow down in the face of the symptoms, drop the shoulders, let the muscles relaxed, start to breathe, not fight the symptoms, allow them to do what they need to do, and use the methods and the tools I describe in other videos to allow the symptoms to dissipate in their own time, the throat sensation to disappear, the lump sensation to disappear, and the shortness of breath just to disappear and return to sort of calmer, deeper belly breaths. I hope that gives you some reassurance and makes sense. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments. If you want to see me address another symptom, please let me know as well. But otherwise, I wish you all the very best. Take care.